Welcome back, everyone, to Halloween Haunts 365.com, the podcast. I'm Jared.
Hi, I'm Terry.
Today we got a banger. We're going to do John's 2022 review of Halloween Horror Nights all in one video. Gonna be a long one. Sit tight, grab that beer, grab that cigar, sit back and listen to my beautiful voice as we go into 10 attractions. Why are you laughing? Here's our merch video. Check out some of our logo content, our Halloween content. This is all going to change come November, so if you like something, buy it now. All right, some cool shit in there, as you can see. Well, actually, this isn't even from there, so don't worry about that. We have better t-shirts on there. All right. Also, before we get started on this long journey that John took through Orlando, fan voted Haunt of the Year. Vote now. Visit our beautiful site where we started 7 long years ago and vote. You can also find every episode we've ever done on there, even back when we did written reviews.
Yeah. Been a long time.
Once the haunt reviews are done, we will continue with the interviews. I'm already lining up people.
Good.
Because, we got 47 episodes to freaking cut through. All right, so HHN. I'm a love-hate relationship with HHN. I think they should all be licensed houses because that's the point of flying to Orlando. But to each its own. My head is filthy from all these damn haunts. It's all right. Got to get a new one next year. All right, so we're going to start off with The Horrors of Blumhouse. Let's play the scoring video. All right, so that was the scoring video for Horrors of Blumhouse. Let's get into what John thought about it. Actors, 3 blood splats. Duration, 4 blood splats. Fear factor, 5 blood splats. Lighting, 5 blood splats. Makeup and costumes, 5 blood splats. Originality, 5 blood splats. Props, 3 blood splats. Scenes, 4 blood splats. Sound effects and music, 5 blood splats. Not surprising out of HHN. And special effects, 5 blood splats, giving it an overall of 4.4. He said the maze is split into 2 houses. Black Phone is probably the better half of the house because Freaky makes no sense to be in there. I said that, not him.
Yeah.
It's Blumhouse. There's so many more movies to dupe with. Why would you put those two together? It's so stupid. Again, my problem with HHN. His favorite 3 scenes is the kitchen from Black Phone, the black hallway with the kids, and the first room of Freaky. So he enjoyed it. 4.4 is a solid score out of John. He's usually a little tougher than we are. So that was, they combined Freaky, which is a movie. That's the thing about Blumhouse is they'll hit a home run and then bunt.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. So this Black Phone was an excellent movie. Freaky, and I don't know how many. I saw the walkthroughs on YouTube because that's the only ones I'll watch, or HHN because they change every year. And the Black Phone looked detailed, looked really good. Freaky, I saw it once. I fell asleep on the plane.
Yeah.
So that is his score for the Horror Blumhouse of 4.4. Moving on to Halloween. when I watched the walkthrough, this was probably my favorite one. But
Yeah,
the
that was
walkthrough
cool.
doesn't always give justice. So I'll take that in the here. Halloween, this is the house that I almost went down there for.
Yeah, it looked cool when we watched it on the screen.
All right, so here's Halloween scoring video. All right. So I made 11 videos for this, so if some of the music's messed up and you hear back to back, my apologies, but I had to get the shit done. All right, so
Okay.
Halloween, actors, 4 blood splats. Duration, 3 blood splats. He thought it was a little short. Fear factor, 4 blood splats. Lighting, 5 blood splats. Makeup and costumes, 4 blood splats. Originality, 3 blood splats. After talking to John, he said that it was like the same house they did back in 2015. Props, 4 blood splats. Or 2014, my apologies.
2014.
Scenes, 4 blood splats. Sound effects and music, 5 blood splats. Special effects, 5 blood splats, giving it an overall of 4.1 blood splats. He said the same setup from 2014, but they added 1 new scene. His favorite 3 scenes was the sheet in the hallway. Yeah, that's probably pretty creepy.
Yeah.
The mirror maze and the ghost Michael. And I know they had a Loomis running around in there too. I shot him 6 times!
That's my favorite line.
Stop making fun of my Dr. Loomis.
No, that was pretty good. That's my favorite line, I think, of that whole movie.
All right, so next up, this one did look really cool in the walkthrough, except it was just limited towards 1 or 2 characters the whole time when there's actually 3. But John really liked this one. This is Universal Monsters Legends Collide. Let's do it. All right, so that was Universal Monsters Legends Collide scoring for the podcast. People out there listening on their phone, in the car, in traffic, on the way to a haunt. Actors, 4 blood splats. Duration, 5 blood splats. Fear factor, 5 blood splats. Lighting, 5 blood splats. Makeup and costumes, 5 blood splats. Originality, 5 blood splats. Props, 5 blood splats. Scenes, 5 blood splats. Special effects and music, 4 blood splats. Special effects, 5 blood splats. 4.8 overall. He says this is the first part of the major fight between Mummy, Wolfman, and Dracula. The second part of the house at the Horror Nights in Hollywood. Ah, so they split it between ones. The winner of the fight changed every night, even though I've always had Mummy win. So he went there twice, I believe, and both times the Mummy won. Says it's an extremely tight house. Favorite 3 scenes: walking up the mummy,
Waking
up the mummy. I'll learn to read one day. Wolfman, Mummy, and Dracula all attack you at once. That's pretty cool. I like to see that. And seeing who the winner was every night.
That's a cool idea.
So it's cool they have a different winner every night.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on. This next attraction was probably his second favorite attraction of the night.
Oh, sorry.
I don't like this guy, so even watching the walkthrough, it looked like shit. But hey, I wasn't there. So here is The Weeknd, whoever that may be. All right, so that's the weekend scoring video for the people in the car yelling at traffic eating Doritos. Actors, 5 blood splats. Duration, 5 blood splats. Fear factor, 5 blood splats. Lighting, 5 blood splats. Makeup and costumes, 4 blood splats. Originality, 5 blood splats. Props, 5 blood splats. Scenes, 5 blood splats. Sound effects. And music, 5 blood splats. Special effects, 5 blood splats. 4.9 overall. John really liked this house. Definitely one of the better houses at the event this year, based on 3 to 5 music videos that the weekend put out. I would not recommend going through this house if you have a problem with blinding lights. So apparently they blind you.
Yeah.
Which we're very much used to. People at the beginning of the event jumped on the hate train for this house, but once things got better for the house, it's now everyone's house of the year. And I did hear that. There's a whole HHN culture out there that there's groups like us that just do HHN. Like, there's more haunts, guys, that they're not even that great. Explore.
Expand your horizons.
Yeah. People are always singing and dancing, too, throughout the house online. That's pretty cool. His favorite 3 scenes were blinding lights, hallway. Imagine walking through the light-up hallway from the Super Bowl halftime. That's pretty cool. So you're hit with all the lights. The Take My Breath subway station, where they had scares from the top, bottom, and sides. Ooh, bottom scares. I like bottom scares. Last favorite scene is the mirror maze with all the weekends. That could be creepy.
Yeah.
That's 2 mirror mazes because they had one on Halloween.
Yeah.
You'd be screwed.
I suck at those things. I would keep hitting my head.
When we first, I think we first started dating, we went through that, right? The mirror maze in Wildwood. And then you made it a whole 3 feet and I had to come back for you to go finish that. Oh my God.
I suck. And there was no alcohol involved either.
Nope. Middle of the day. I don't know. So he really liked that, the weekend. I don't think I would have. I've watched the walkthrough, but hey, he's more in tune with today's music than I am. Can we have an Offspring walkthrough? Or like I don't know what the fucking
I
Weeknd
didn't even know who they were.
2 old farts reviewing haunts. All right. Now up was his favorite maze of the night, Bugs Eaten Alive. Let's get to the scoring on the Bugs Eaten Alive. All right. Now for the guys listening in the car. Let's get in the Bugs Eaten Alive by John. Actors, 5 blood splats. Duration, 5 blood splats. Fear factor, 5 blood splats. Lighting, 5 blood splats. Makeup and costume, 5 blood splats. Originality, 5 blood splats. Props, 5 blood splats. Get the theme. Scenes, 5 blood splats. Sound effects and music, 5 blood splats. Special effects, 5 blood splats. For an overall 5 blood splats. From John, house was fucking scary as shit.
He's a mess.
Bugs all over the place. So I guess John has a bug problem.
Yeah, well, if you're scared of bugs.
Yeah. Favorite 3 scenes. The black hallway where they have spider webs hanging from the roof and you have to walk through them.
Oh, no. Oh, hell no.
When you get shot by the army. Well, that's pretty cool. And the little pre-show inside the house are his favorite scenes. So apparently they do a little video. And then you get shot by the army. That's fun. So that was his favorite house of the night. 5. John, I've never gotten all 5s from John, ever.
No, we haven't.
So he really liked that house. All right, so next up was a lot of other people's favorite of the year. And from the walkthrough, it looked fucking amazing. So here's Dead Man's Pier, Winter Wake. Scoring video. Let's go. I like how I use that video. It kind of sounds like Wharf music.
Yeah.
All right. For the podcast people out there listening on their way to work or on their way to a haunt. Actors, 4 blood splats. Duration, 4 blood splats. Fear factor, 5 blood splats. Lighting, 5 blood splats. Makeup and costumes, 4 blood splats. Originality, 5 blood splats. Props, 5 blood splats. Scenes, 5 blood splats. Sound effects and music, 5 blood splats. Splats. Special effects, 5 blood splats. Overall, 4.7. He says this is the most beautiful house I've ever seen in my life. It was based off a Scare Zone from 2016 or 2017. His favorite 3 scenes is when you first walk into the house and you walk through the opening scene, just breathtaking. The sinking ship and the whole middle of the house. So he really liked this house.
That was cool.
All right, so moving on. Moving on after a brief intermission. Next up on the list, Descendants of Destruction. So let's get to that scoring video, and then we'll talk about it. All right, so Descendants of Destruction. Actors of 4 blood splats. Duration of 3 blood splats, so one of the shorter ones in the night. Fear factor of 5 blood splat. Lighting a 3 blood splat. Makeup and costumes of 4 blood splat. Originality of 4 blood splat. Props, 4 blood splats. Scenes, 3 blood splats. Sound effects and music of 5 blood splat. Special effects of 5 blood splat. Giving the house a 4.0. He said, this house wasn't the best house, but it was kind of scary. You're in a subway station trying to survive the apocalypse, so if you live in New York, you're used to this kind of stuff. Favorite 3 scenes. The subway train. We've been on one of them.
Yes.
The mushroom cave. That's creepy. And the barbecue room. Let's just say the smells were definitely strong. Oh, it smells like barbecue.
Oh my god. I'd be starving afterwards.
Oh, there's plenty of food here. We'll get into that later. All right. So next up is probably the dumbest idea for a house I've ever heard of, but some people liked it. Here it is. All right. I didn't even know the music ramped up like that at the end. That sounded pretty good.
That did.
This is Fiesta de Chupacabras. A house full of chupacabras. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Actors, 5 blood splats. Duration, 3 blood splats. Fear factor, 3 blood splats. Lighting, 4 blood splats. Makeup and costume, 5 blood splats. Originality, 5 blood splats. Yeah, it's pretty original. I haven't seen a house full of chupacabras. 4 blood splats on the props. Scenes, 4.5. John, we don't do half blood splats, fucker. Scenes, 4
He
blood
can make
splats.
up his mind.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Making this up. Sound effects and music, 5 blood splats. Sound effects, 5 blood splats. Overall, bringing it in at a 4.3 blood splat. All right, so he says this one was definitely on the bottom of his list. It wasn't a bad house, but could have been so much better. Yeah, like you don't have a house full of chupacabras. If you've been to Horror Nights before, you might remember the chupacabra from the American Werewolf in London. Yeah, but that's a licensed house.
Yes.
Anyway, favorite 3 scenes. The opening with the fireworks. That could be cool. The bathroom, if you can't handle the smell of poop and piss, don't go through the house. Wonderful.
Oh, God, that's so gross.
And the ending, because you know how it ended. All right. So that was House de Fiesta de Chupacabra. Dumb idea for a house.
That is stupid.
I said it. Okay.
Mm.
I mean, the chupacabra is a little animal that eats cows. How is that terrifying?
I don't know.
No one's been killed by a chupacabra. And if they're real, they're like this fucking big. They kick the shit out of that thing. Alright, so moving on to Hell Block Horror. Here's the scoring video.
Yeah.
Alright. Hell Block Horror. Let's get into it. Actors, 5 blood splats. Duration, 3 blood splats. Fear factor, 4 blood splats. Lighting, 4 blood splats. What?
He's got another 4.5.
Makeup and costumes, 4 blood splats. Originality, 4 blood splats. Props, 3 blood splats. Scenes, 4 blood splats. Sound effects and music, 4 blood splats. Special effects, 4 blood splats. I've been doing this for 7 years. John, you've been here most of the time. When the hell have we done half a blood splat?
You gotta love him, though.
Killing me good. Killing me Smalls. Goddamn killing me. Giving the house an overall 3.9 blood splats. So his notes are this house was never supposed to happen. Instead, it was supposed to be the new Evil Dead movie coming out later in the year, but it got delayed at the last minute, so they had to work with what they had. This was kind of a mashup house. Favorite 3 scenes: the hive hallway, the start of the house, and when you go to blow up the power core, and all you see is heavy, heavy fog and flashing lights. Oh, my favorite. White out.
Yes.
All right. We're going to move on this trail of HHN. How you holding up?
I'm okay.
Good. I'm doing all the damn talking.
I know.
All right. So
I'm just in here.
next up, Spirit of the Coven. Right up your alley. Here we go. All right. Let's get into the spirits of the Terrys. I mean, Spirit of the Coven. Actors, 3 blood splats.
Oh, wow.
Duration of 4 blood splats. Fear factor, 3 blood splats. Lighting, 5 blood splats. Makeup and costume down to a 2 blood splat.
Ooh.
Damn. Originality, 3 blood splats. Props, 4 blood splats. Scenes, 4 blood splats. Sound effects and music, 3 blood splats. Special effects, 3 blood splats. Overall, giving the house a 3.3 blood splat. This house, his notes, this house was also not supposed to be at the event. Instead, it was supposed to be based off the Last of Us TV show, but I believe the contract fell through or the show got delayed. John follows all this HHN stuff in the off-season.
I noticed, which is pretty cool.
That's why he's a part of the team. The witch's mask and makeup are horrible. You can literally see where they take the mask off, and half the time they didn't even look like the witch. Wow. They look like your everyday Florida man.
Whatever that's supposed to look like. Okay.
Favorite 3 scenes. Nothing really stuck out to me in this house, but the bar scene was kind of cool. Everything else was just blah. Yep. Like I said. Alright, so that was the last house we're covering. Now we're going to do the HHN total video and talk about that. Here we go. All right. So, HHN total scoring. Activities, 5 blood splats. Yeah, you're at Universal. There's a shit ton of shit to do. Atmosphere, 5. Yeah,
A lot to do.
scare zones and everything. Entertainment, 5. Bunch of shows, everything, 5 blood splats. Food, 100. John gave the food 100.
100.
That's a lot of blood splats. All right, he said the food was fucking amazing this year, especially the deep fried peanut butter and jelly. Oh,
That's different.
ooh. Haunted attractions final score came in at 4.3. Overall, giving it what I put a 4.8 for that. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.8.
All right. So his notes on the total HHN was this year's HHN was really good. The scare zones this year were actually scare zones compared to last year's photo op zones. The one negative thing I had to say about this year, the vibe was kind of off some nights where it didn't really feel like horror nights. I wish they would go back to how it was from '08 to 15, but unfortunately times changed. And sometimes theme parks just want more money. Probably. The best moment of the trip was meeting the creator of HHN and actually getting to open a house with him. Other attractions, Men in Black Ride, the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, Transformers, and Mummy were the only rides open. So would they close down Hogwarts during Halloween? Why would they do that?
I don't know.
It's witches and wizards.
I don't know.
It's around Halloween time. I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe he means just at the nighttime they close it down because they want more people at the houses, maybe? I don't know.
You get the whole family value if you leave Harry Potter open.
It was a
You're
fun.
you're throwing out millions.
And
That's
I
shocking to me.
loved it.
All right. So escape games. Escape room isn't open yet, but they are opening escape room on Universal property, which will feature a Back to the Future,
Nice.
Jurassic Park, and from his inside source at HHN, a room in the near future. An HHN room. Oh, that's cool. So a Horror Nights room. I could get down with a Jurassic Park escape game. Carnival games, way too many to count. Shows, they had 2 shows, but unfortunately the show Ghoulish is getting canceled due to Hurricane Ian, which makes sense. But the Nightmare Fuel Wildfire was actually a good show, a lot of dancing, magic, and a ton of Iron Maiden. All right, so that's pretty cool. So that was
Wow.
his review of HHN.
It sounds like he had a good time.
Had a lot of fun, enjoyed himself. I know he was questioning because Ian was striking as he was leaving, but he made it, and he was a pretty solid review out of it.
Yeah.
We have his walkthrough that I'm going to play now, since it's a very decently long one. I forget how long it is, but if you want to check it out, now's the time to check it out. If not, this has been Halloween Haunts, 365.com, our review of HHN. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, so that was the walkthrough. If you're still here, comment in the thing.
Mhm.
How you guys doing? We're getting out of here because I got to edit 4 videos. Till next time, we got a lot of haunts left. Make sure you subscribe. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Halloween haunts.